Hello everyone, welcome to this video on sprouting lentils. I was looking in my pantry to see what beans I had that I could sprout, and I found a package of jackrabbit garbanzo beans, some barley, and some jackrabbit lentils. So I decided to see if any of these beans would sprout. So to start, I put the beans in water to cover them and soak them overnight. You can see the three beans lined up here, the garbanzo beans, the lentils, and the barley. I'm going to let them sit here overnight soaking in the water. Okay, it is the next day now, and I have a couple of containers ready for my beans. These are just plastic takeout containers, and you can see I poked holes in them for the water to drain out, and I'm lining them with paper towels that are wet. I'm going to grow these past the sprouting stage to the microgreen stage, and so the paper towels will act as a foundation for the sprouts to grab hold of and put down some roots. Okay, now that the containers are ready, let's go get the beans. Here you can see the garbanzo beans have some little tails coming out from them, so they have already started to sprout. The lentils have swelled up a bit, but I don't see any tails. And then we have the barley, and the barley just looks like it's sitting there and not doing anything. I put the beans each in their own containers. Remember, I poked holes in these containers. So then I put the containers in a big baking pan to catch the water and to act as a drip tray. Okay, today is day 4, and you can see there's a lot of growth on the garbanzo beans and also on the lentils. The barley wasn't doing anything, so eventually I threw it out. You need to rinse these twice a day, morning and evening, to keep the beans moist and clean. I take the containers to my sink and run the water through them to make sure they are rinsed well. The lentil sprouts can be eaten anytime. I'm growing these to the microgreen stage, as you will see. The microgreen stage is when the plant puts out its first set of leaves, and usually you cut the plant and eat just the stem and the leaves and not the root or the seed. That's the main difference between sprouts and microgreens. The early stages of the young seedling's development is first to sprout, and then it grows to become a young plant, and at that early stage, when the first set of leaves appear, it is called a microgreen. Some people wait till the second set of leaves start to appear. Those are called the true leaves. It's really up to you when you want to harvest it, and it actually tastes different at different stages. So what I would recommend is for you to harvest 1 or 2 stems each day as it's growing and see at what stage you like its taste. All right, it is now 1 week since I started the lentil sprouts, and they are past the sprout stage, as you can see. They've grown stems and leaves, and now we can call them microgreens. These are tender young plants, and it is said that they are packed with nutrients. The roots are growing down into the wet paper towel, and the leaves are stretching up to the light. All right, here are my garbanzo beans. They don't look too good. They look wilted and dried out, and I think I didn't water these enough. Okay, it is 2 weeks later. I should have harvested these lentil microgreens a couple of days ago, and they've grown really very tall. I could have also eaten them at the sprouting stage. As I lift the paper towel up, you can see that the roots are growing into the paper towel as if they were soil. All right, I'm going to harvest these now, so I'm going to use a glass dish to put my harvested lentil microgreens in, and then I will store them in the refrigerator. Don't wash these. When you put them in a storage container, they will stay fresher longer if you store them dry. They will last like this for up to 2 weeks, depending on how cold your refrigerator is. These were really easy to grow, and there is really no wrong time to harvest these, although I think I let them go a little too long. I could have put it into a stir fry or raw into a salad. But at the microgreen stage, which is what they are here, they are cut so that they only have stems and leaves. It's a matter of personal preference. Some people like sprouts, some people like microgreens. It definitely has a stronger, more distinct taste than at the sprouting stage. I encourage you to do your own research and your own taste testing. You might be wondering what happened to my garbanzo beans, otherwise known as chickpeas. Unfortunately, they dried up, but now I know that the packages that I get from the supermarket will sprout. And many people who have trouble digesting beans find that when they sprout the beans, it is easier on the digestion. You don't have to wait until they grow stems and leaves to enjoy eating them. You can eat the beans at any stage. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy your sprouts or your microgreens at whatever stage you choose to enjoy them.